Hello, hello. Play that one ding again. They want to know my feedback from the hospital. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Teresa. How are you today? Hey, Brenda. Still working on these articles and my hands hurt so dang bad. It is hard. I'm sorry, baby. I imagine you got to wait on getting a hold of them too. I can't imagine it would be easy to try to get through to them. Brenda, that was the most beautiful sunrise that I have seen in a very long time. Hi, Holly. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's see. I wish I could push some of this weather to you. It's 79 right now, and it's supposed to get up to 81. I've been working outside in the garden again. I finally got that whole bed down to the gate, from one gate to the other gate clean. Hey, Mary, how are you today? Oh, no. That's crazy, Holly. All night canning sausage, trying to make room in the freezers. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Mary. You're at 40:54, but I am chilly. So sick of rainy, cold weather. Yeah, I can imagine you are. Well, I don't know if y'all seen the news, but little Miss Rose over there at Wholesome Roots had a baby last night at let's see, I read it down. 749, and he weighed 8 pounds 12 ounces and 21 inches long. I'm so happy for her. She had it at home too. This is her first home birth. Ohio on drug or something. Yeah, I can imagine. Trying to drink tea today because I've been kind of like, I don't know if it's because I keep forgetting to eat or what, but I keep falling, falling asleep and stuff. Yeah, I'm so tickled for her. She and he and and that baby's the picture that she put on her on Wholesome Roots thing. I swear he looked just like Rowan. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're gonna be. Well, they all look so much alike, anyways. But Mother Nature needs to take a chill pill. Well, maybe the good Lord will send y'all some warmer weather. That's funny too. I mean, thinking about it, I'm always complaining about the heat here, and you guys are always complaining about the cold there. And it's weird that it's all in the same time frame. So, I keep thinking, what am I doing with YouTube? That was the thing today. I want to be monetized. I want to get out there and get new friends. Hey Patty, how are you today? Um, but I just keep stalling. Hey Sugar Creek, how are you today? I keep stalling and I don't know how to get past that stall. And I I I don't know about you guys, but I chart my numbers every day. Well, every once in a while I miss a day. Yesterday I looked at it, but I didn't write it down like a dummy. But like it'll say I don't do the subscriber chart, the subscriber. I think I'll add that to my list. Excuse me. Um but I chart it every day to see if I'm holding my own or if I'm doing good or doing bad. And it seems like it's getting bigger, but it's kind of weird because it'll say like I got 100 and like today I looked at it and it said I got 180 hours for the last 28 days. But when you look to the year to date, and I know last year I didn't do that many hours. When I look to the year to date, it never changes. It hasn't changed in uh, it changed last month, 100 hours. But if you're looking at it, it should be changing a whole lot more than that. So I don't know. Just frustrating for me. And I'm keep thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Anybody got any ideas? Okay, Holly. See you next time. Same here. Constant consistency is my challenge. Equipment goes down. Work schedule. I've gotten new subs, but been 880 and 890 for months. I'm struggling. I know I have you, but I also have to go back and check for some reason. Um, I have gone back to look at people, and even people that I watch all the time, and I've been knocked off their channel, and I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I thought it was a bunch of crud years ago when I first started watching YouTube. Why are they talking about they got knocked off? Well, it's a real thing. I should have left that over there. I don't want to drink the water. I want to drink the tea. Oh, and look at my cup Teresa got me. Isn't that cute? It's got her little emblem on the back. I love Teresa and Lee. They're such great people. If you don't have them, go over and check them out. Let's see. I hear the analytics are not as important as we might think they are. If we are not engaging as an commenting on videos, then we and get deleted as a sub. Yeah, isn't that cool, Mary? Well, I watch yours all the time, Patty, too, but I don't always have the time to put a comment out there for everybody. But I do try to at least comment on people's once or twice a week that I watch. Or, as you know, some people don't put up as often as that, but I don't know. And I'm addicted to these sour things. I like the cool breakers better than these, but I saw these at Aldi's and I thought I'd try them. They're all right. Not as good as the other ones, though. I'm a sub of Sugar Creek, but the bell wasn't on, so I just rang the bell. Cool. I'm going to go check that out afterwards. I need to write that down, write that down, write that down. So how was y'all's Mother's Day? I had a great day. I'm very quiet here. I got to work in the yard in between the rain and planted a whole bunch of new stuff if you haven't seen the video. And just really had a beautiful day. Although I did forget to eat all day. That's bad. I have to make myself or put my phone on to remind myself to stop and eat. Yes, I can understand that, Patty. If I had a company, I'd want to engage her too for to be able to get paid for it. But okay, it was cold, so I had the stubs going at night, so I slept most of the day. Wow. My Mother's Day was good, but I wasn't feeling good then either. I slept a lot. I'm sorry, Mary. I hope it gets better for you. I have gone out there, Patty, several times and planted stuff, and I keep forgetting my clover. I've got some crimson clover here that I got from Deep South, and I am going to plant that. Mother's Day was quiet here, but I had a nice talk with my son, Sam, and spent the day working with my plants. My drive was 4 hours a day driving. I just can't always comment. Oh, okay. Um, I went to my mom's Saturday and stayed home yesterday. Hands hurting, but I got a Cricut machine from a the daughters, and then I got wind chimes and a watermelon. My daughter, I mean, my daughter, bleh. My sister's got a Cricut machine. I think they're cool. Um, so, my kids are really pretty good to me all the time, anyways. My son, um, he came over one day this week. I think it was Friday. Excuse me. And brought me 3 whitings and 2 Spanish mackerels. So I filleted them out and put them in the freezer. I'll take fish any day for Mother's Day. And my grandson had been out to the port fishing, so he brought me those, and my daughter got together with me to get that peach tree. Well, it was more than what she was going to spend, so she just added the extra amount as a present for a Mother's Day present for me, and I was very happy about that because now I got my peach tree, and it's doing very well. Oh, they are so good. Not as good as some of the other fish that we get, Brenda, but and I'm kind of a little weird. My daughter-in-law refuses to clean a fish. It cracks me up so bad. I told her, I said, you still pick at them whenever they come in, and you still have to cut them up and fry them or whatever, cook them however you cook them. I said, I don't understand why you just don't clean them. But she don't like all that guts and stuff. Well, I fillet mine, so I don't ever have to mess with guts. I don't even cut it open or anything like that. I just take the meat off the sides. So, when Brian was a young kid, all the way in through his teens, him and David used to go fishing. Well, when we moved into this house after we built it, him and Brian would go out to the locks out the port and fish out there. And sometimes they'd bring they would get their quota and bring them home on snook. And let me tell you something, those fish were still moving. That's how fresh they were. Well, they would wake me up because they knew I would get so mad at David because he didn't clean them the way I wanted them clean. I don't want any bones in my fish at all possible. So they'd wake me up and say, Mom, you want to clean some fish? Yeah. I'd get up and go out there and clean 4 fish. Because usually both had 2 apiece. Back then that was the quota, 2 snook apiece. And I'd fill up the freezer, and we never had to worry about seafood. We always had fresh seafood. So those were the days. You can't get to where they used to catch their fish all the time anymore, unless you're in a boat. So, what am I missing here? I got an aloe vera plant. I'll be asking for help so you don't kill it. You can't. I've never seen anybody kill an aloe vera plant. Just don't overwater it. You can rot it out. It likes to get dry between times. That's hilarious. Fish are so easy to clean. I used to clean the trout we caught as a family right in the creek since I was 7 years old. Still have dad's gibber hunting knife to use. I use top. Cool. The biggest thing is don't overwater. Yeah, they like the dirt dry before you water them. Yes, and they like sandy soil. Don't try to mix like a good compost up with it. They like, for some reason, they like sandy soil. Um, oh man. Um, but and it's funny. I had a friend. He was a good fisherman, but he did not know how to fillet a fish. I'm like, he used to cut them open and clean out their innards and everything like that. And I said, John, what are you doing? Why do you waste all that time? You don't ever have to do that. Watch this. Flip, 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 flip. And he was like, oh my God. It was like a light bulb went in. Yes, treat them like a cactus. They are in the cactus family, but they're kind of like, I would say they're almost like a succulent too. So I'm hoping, because it's that time of year, I'm hoping that my son will take me out shrimping soon. I want to get some shrimp in the freezer. I think so. They like a little bit more sandy soil, not so much on the compost and stuff like that. And they will multiply. So when it starts having pups, you can make more of them. They are considered a succulent officially, just as I don't know how to pronounce that word. Estuaries, I don't know, and even hardy hen and chicks. Yes. Thank you, Patty. I'm not the greatest with big words. Y'all may not know this, but I didn't learn how to read very well until I was in my mid-20s, I think. My daughter Linda taught me when she went to school and learned phonics. Because when I was in school, they taught us sight reading, and boy, sight reading is not something that is good for people. You got to be able to sound it out. Echevarres. Echevarres. There you go. Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious! I was going to tell y'all about something other than just the Mother's Day thing. I told you about Rose. What else was I going to say? When I talked about this. Oh, there was something really important I wanted to talk about. Crazy. Oh well, I don't remember what it was. It'll come to me, I hope, before the live stream's over with. wanted to ask y'all a question, and I don't know what it was. God blame it. How do you? I know one of the questions I wanted to ask. I saw out there today that I had that red, the only, well, the biggest. I do have two, I think. Red long beans. Um, I noticed that it has aphids all over it. And last time I used the soapy water, is there anything that I don't have to go buy? I mean, I can go buy a regular bottle of Dawn, but is there anything that I can spray on that without having to go to the store? There are websites to teach you how to pronounce plant names if anyone's interested. Not a big deal, but can be fun to learn. Cool. You'll have to send that to me, Patty. Kathy, what gave you the idea to plant in the drawers? That's ingenious. Never would have thought of it. Well, I have been planning in all these weird things, and I saw them. I'm like the biggest garbage picker you ever seen. When I see something goes off in my brain when I see stuff on the side of the road. Well, this didn't happen to be on the side of the road. It happened to be at my mom's, and I had just made the um, what do you call that thing? The truck liner bed. I just had planted those, and I had made some other raised beds and planters and stuff like that. So when I was at my mom's, because I had raised beds on the mine, I thought I saw those drawers out there and they were going to throw them down to the road. And I said, oh no, I want those. And I thought that would be the coolest little thing. So that way, if I didn't like where I planted it, that's light enough. I can pick it up and move it around. And hey, if it breaks down very fast, that's okay too, because I can just take that soil and re-put it somewhere else. The things that I planted in it are let's see, I planted lettuce in those two, and I can't remember what I planted in the other two. Isn't that bad? My memory stinks. Anyways, so I figured this way I can pick up those drawers. They're small enough and light enough that I can pick them up and move them underneath the shade or something when the lettuce gets bigger or whatever, or starts to grow, so that I don't have to worry about it bolting as well. And it's a good use of it, and it helps to break down the things that you put into the landfill. So that's why I did it. So whenever they break down, I will probably take the little handles off of them. If anybody ever comes here, they'll know I keep a lot of crap. But I use my crap too. There are some things I don't use, but I do reuse a lot of things. I will probably add those little handles to maybe a cage, like when I built my quail cages, most of all the hardware and stuff like that, especially on the bunny cages, were things that I had taken off of things and stored them. And I know I'm weird. Kathy, ants will farm aphids on those beans. Ants will farm aphids on those beans if you let them. You can not aphids off. Maybe she's talking about knock the aphids off into a bucket of soapy water. You can also spray them off with a garden hose. Ladybugs also eat aphids. Yeah, I know. For some reason, I don't get ladybugs, but I mean, the whole. I looked over it and I'm like, I know positively sure that that is not what that stem looks like. It is not black. I mean, they are literally all the way up it. Yeah, I thought you meant knock. So I'm trying. I finally finished that bed, and I'm so sore from working in there, guys. As you can tell, I have a lot of crap, and I need to do more to straighten up this house. But I would much rather be out there digging in the dirt any day of the week than to be in here to do anything. I'm not. I love working in the yard. I hate being stuck in the house, period. So I said, when I get old and feeble and somebody has to come take care of me, they better push me out the back door and let me sit all day long. Oh, Brenda. I figured it was spell check. You could have got away with it. I've got to get a footstool or something and put it underneath here and put my feet up, because this is painful sitting in here. I haven't had a whole lot of pain with my hip, thank God. Although I'm not very happy with the way it the way the incision is opening. That's not very pleased. I'm not very pleased about it, but hopefully it will heal and keep it closed. I'm scared to death I'm going to hit it on something or another and open it up. There I go again. So that's what I wanted to know, if there was anything like. See, I burnt it. When I sprayed my my plants, the arugula and the collards last time, that palm olive had OxyClean in it, and it burnt the pee out of the plant. So that's why I wanted to know if you guys knew of anything else that would do it. And I just wish that I could get rid of them. I don't know why they keep coming around. Of course, I do have a lot of plants, don't I? Plenty of things for them to eat. My strawberries are looking good. Finally getting some strawberries. Does anybody know too? Now I put it in my video that I got seeds off of these strawberries that I got from Sam's. How hard has anybody ever grown strawberries from seeds? I'm really. I tried 2 packages of Baker Creek strawberry seeds and I couldn't get them to grow. So I don't know if these are going to grow or not, but I really want these strawberries. They were huge and so sweet and delicious. Yeah. That's what I figured. The seeds are so tiny too. I figured if it was easy to grow from the seeds, everybody would be doing it. I'm hoping and praying that those strawberry plants that I got out there will travel, spread out into themselves and make that a full thick bed. But we'll see. Don't bury them and scrape them moist, not wet. Your seeds are probably from hybrids. Yeah, that's what I figured since they were store-bought uh, strawberries. I just wish I knew what variety of strawberries it would, because I would order those. I mean, those were the best strawberries I've ever eaten in my life. They were so firm and juicy and sweet. Aphids love those beans. I get them every year. There is always an ant at the top of the bean. That is why I said ants farm them. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, since I will grow these beans every single year now, and I'm wondering how long I have to wait after I dry them till I can plant them, and they have a another plant, because I really like them, and I'd like to, as soon as they start dying off, I'd like to plant more of them. Hi, Susan. How are you? Welcome, honey. I really think they are. I like them both ways. I pulled some of them that I had let get bigger. I literally pop them out and put them into a little Tupperware thingy. Well, it wasn't Tupperware, but a little container, and put them in the refrigerator and kept them still green and soft, and cooked them that way. Very nice bean. Very nice bean. Even, wow, that's cool. I'd never seen them grown before. I saw them on Jess's channel, Roots and Refuge, and I just admired. I thought that is the neatest thing, the prettiest thing, those beans just hanging there. And now they're starting to cover over my trellis. So, hey, Patty, how's it going, honey? Thanks for breaking with us then. Now I bought I got a kiwi plant that I wanted to go over that trellis, and it looks like it's dying off. I'm wondering if I should take it back and get a new one, because I can't figure out why it died. It's not totally dead. It's still got green, but a lot of it died back. So I don't know. Well, I got my incubator in, and it is a 288 egg incubator. So now I have to try and fill it. Right now we've only got about 60 eggs to put in it. So I'm hoping that in a week we can fill it up. I hope so. Because I would like to start incubating more eggs and fill up the freezer. Yeah, it is a lot of eggs. Quail eggs. Thank you, Susan. I do too. And I think that they're gonna work really well. And the fact that I'm not putting them in the landfill right away, you know, those were my mom's, and I got them, recovered them from her house. Yeah. Well, Teresa, you know, I'm all about filling up the freezer, and that's what I want to do. I've even kind of wondered if I put quail breasts and thighs and legs into a jar and canned it. I wonder if they would be as good, because you know, when you overcook quail, sometimes it's not. It's a little tough. Well, as your bird. Yeah, they are. But I also got chickens. Oh my goodness gracious. I absolutely love those two new chickens David got me. I've always wanted them. They got the, being a hairdresser, I love weird doos and stuff like that. And the chickens that have the weird doos, I really think is so. Yes, they are my meat birds. But we also raise meat birds too, Patty. Um, and I am able to gift different people things too. I was able to do that for my mom and them for Christmas, and my kids for Christmas. So it saved me a lot of money. But with the quail, the neatest part is they grow out so fast and they do so well that they're easy to put up. Now, my dilemma is, or I shouldn't say my dilemma, my desire is to get a real small chicken plucker just for the quail. Um, I don't know if I've got a picture of them, Patty. I don't know if you've seen these birds, but they are uh, they are to die for. They just crack me up so much. Let's see here. That's the male. I don't know if you can see it very well. Can you see that? And let's see, where is the female? And that's the female. She's just got this, like, it looks like, you remember the old timey movies where it showed all the fancy little hats with the plume of feathers on them and stuff? I just think they're the cutest. Yeah, I know it is easier to skin them, and I do, and I have, but I really, 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 really love them fried. And when you fry them and they don't have no skin on them, it just tears up the meat. They're not as good. Okay, let's see here. Can you see it now? Yeah, a lot of people skin their quails. And this is the male. And he just the cutest little thing. And oh, my grandson, y'all know, y'all who've been around for a while, know that my grandson, there ain't a chicken he's afraid of. He'll go up and snatch him up and start loving him, kissing him, and carry him around. The little chicken that I gave David, we called Tiny. I gave it to David after when the quarantine started because he kept getting out, and I was scared to death the dogs was going to get her and eat her. Well, he just loves her to death. Every time I turn around, Lance had her carrying around, giving her kisses and loving on her and all kinds of stuff. Well, he's doing the same with these. First thing he wanted to do was hold them. They're really good, Teresa, if you pluck them and just, you know, clean them really good on the inside. I really, really love them. Now, my friend from Georgia, he brought me I can't remember how many packages of quail he brought me, but they were all plucked, and I tried them that way. I marinated a couple of them, and then I think I'll pull those out for dinner tonight. I have 2 more packages left. But see, just 2 quails, plenty for me. In fact, I could get away with 1 quail if I'm not eating if I'm going to eat a lot of vegetables and stuff. You ladies have a great day. I'm needing to go. All right, sweetheart. Love you. Take care. So that is my desire to get the plucker next. And I try not to buy things that I'm not going to use. And I really, really, really want that because I think I'll use it. So, and I think they're around a little over $100 maybe. I'm not sure. I have to look again. I haven't looked for a while. But maybe I'll tell my mom or somebody, hey, this is what I want for my birthday. Gotta go to Kathy. Hugs from Portland. All right, honey. Thanks for joining us. And I'm gonna try to get those clovers put in. I just know why I'm so silly. I forget them every time I go out there. But I'm gonna get them as soon as I get done with this live and go out there and plant them. I'm gonna put them on that bed there where the strawberries are, and there's nothing down at the end there. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. How much was the chicken plucker, or did y'all make that? David and I went in together and bought that. I don't remember how much it was, Teresa. It's a little bit pricey, but I'm going to tell you something. We got done in hours, just a couple of hours. We got a whole ton of birds done, whereas it took us days to do the same amount. So, just saying. If you're gonna spend any money on something, that plucker is well worth it if you're going to raise birds. Even when he butchered the 2 roosters the other day and left them for me to do. I literally went out there and had them done in 20 minutes, I think, 30 minutes at the most. I just can't get over it. All right, Patty. Thanks for joining us. Yes, I agree, Brenda. It's well worth it. It cuts down on your back pain and all that stuff. I mean, it is truly, truly a blessing to have those things. I will never try to do them again without it. If that one goes down, I'll definitely buy another one. I like this boxed one much better than I've seen any of the other ones. The Stivers have one that rolls and has legs and stuff like that. It's all over the place. And I was like, wow. And they cost more than the one that I got. The one that I got it off Amazon, and it was really, really good. Now, I had seen one, not the exact same one, but the fella had one where we went to purchase my rabbits a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and I went to purchase a couple rabbits from him, and he showed me his plucker, and his plucker was a box one like this, and so I decided that I would go ahead with the box one. Let me tell you, it works so well. I mean, I cannot complain about it. It does not bounce all over the place. It's nice and solid. I can move it around. It has wheels on it, so I can move it around. Yeah. And that's a great idea. So let everybody know, I don't have a problem. If you guys want to order birds before that, we can have a plucking party somewhere, and just bring your birds and pluck them. Make sure that you have, I would say, bring great big coolers full of ice, because you want to stick them birds on ice for at least 24 hours, because that tenderizes them. And then shrink wrap them the next day. That's fine too. I mean, it is so cool, so easy, and I don't have a problem. I will bring my plucker, and Brenda bring her plucker. We could get it done, buddy. And let me tell you something. When you put 40 birds in your freezer, or even 10 birds, when you put the birds in your freezer, it makes you feel good. And 40 birds in my freezer will last me for a year if I don't give any away. But I have a bad habit of giving them away. But you know what? Maybe one of these days, those people that I've been giving them to will say, hey, how about we do some bartering? And that's where my goal is, to barter for what I want and what I need. I truly believe, don't you, Brenda, that the box one's the best? We don't have tons of freezer space. We would have to do 25 or so. But True, you may not have a lot of freezer space, but there's no reason why we couldn't can them too. I mean, I don't, that would be up to you too, Teresa. I mean, there ain't nothing better than homegrown canned chicken. I can't eat canned chicken out of the can from the store. It makes me sick for some reason. But if I eat canned chicken out of a home canned thing, it doesn't make me sick. I don't know what the difference is. I've never used the other type, but I love mine. Yeah, I suggest anybody that wants to get the plucker, I would suggest the box one. Well, ladies, I'm going to say a quick prayer here. Thank you, Lord, for this time that we've come together. I pray, Lord, that you bless everybody's day and make them smile along the way. I thank you, Lord, for my friends. Pray for their family. Teresa's mom is still needing your love and support, Lord. And Brenda definitely needs some ease on this cold weather and rain. Same with Holly. And give Patty strength to work through her garden today, Lord. And bless Patty from the Tinker's Wife. Bless her in her endeavors. I pray, Lord, that she gets a nice place to stay. I don't know where she's going to move, but I pray, Lord, that she gets the perfect place for her. Sad that she has to move, but it is what it is, Lord. You know what we need. I pray, Lord, that you make this a very super special time for Rose and her family with the new baby, Lord. Thank you for blessing us with another beautiful little baby in our community. Continue to show your love with us in every way. I ask these things in your name, amen. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'm going to get off here. All right, love. Talk to you later, Brenda.